In 1980, German jazz rock band Virgin's Dream released their singular album, Sophisty, on ELM Music, and from it, the track
De Achterlycke Hoefman,
which translates to, which is Dutch, I guess, for the retarded horseman. Instantly reminded of Beelzebub by Bruford. I love that instrument. Yeah, that tingly little glowing tone of the xylophone. Yeah, I love it. The crispness of it. You hear vibes quite a bit in jazz rock. You don't hear xylophone as much. It's so wiggly, and I also love the way that it just kind of trails. Okay, I love the gallop of this section. Okay, this is really being driven by bassist Martin Engeling, who has 19 instrumental credits according to Discogs. Oh, he was in Noctet and played with the Klaus Lage Band. Okay, and that is the tenor sax work of Ulrich Blaumann, who was also in Noctet. So there's quite a bit of a tie over with that act. I don't think I've heard anything quite like that. It's all like watery, kind of like being strained through something. Yeah, something's kind of like water squirting out of something. 'Diamondy piano amid that squirting sound. 320 in, and this is like the fourth instrument to be highlighted. course, we just heard Bernd Kramer, another Noctet guy as well, but he also appeared in the band Me and the Heat. Yeah, they were kind of like an avant-garde new wave band. Appreciate the interplay between bass and guitar there. The way that so many notes from both of them. Yeah, that throbbing in the bass, doom, 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 and the way the drums are kicking along so fast. I'm so glad that came back. Okay, Virgin's Dream with the retarded horseman. Yeah, I really love how it's bookended. I love how everyone got to stretch out on their instrument. And the people at, let's see, I did not... Thomas Hufschmidt is the keyboardist. He was getting those oozing sounds one moment and more tinkly sounds the next. Drummer Peter Walter, also responsible for the xylophones that we heard. And yeah, I like how everyone got to stretch out and got their moment in the spotlight, and I especially like the xylophone and the keyboard sounds. The bass work was very impressive. And while the guitar had some really good runs to it and a good tone at times, and I appreciate the intensity, there was something about me that was wishing that, let's just say, as it kind of became more and more of just kind of a three-man show between the rhythm section and the guitarist, I was starting to think, okay, now this is just starting to turn into like a regular jazz rock piece when it had begun as something so unique. I was wishing that xylophone would have interacted through that mid portion or the penultimate fast section a bit more, giving it a bit more of a twist. I was really relieved when it came back, though. Yeah, and with those wiggly sounds and everything. Yeah, there's like a quirky characteristic to that instrument that is just so vibrant and colorful and like it's like polka dots and sparkle. I just love it. Yeah. Let's hear another track from the album, Sophisty, Hop Sing. like a 1975 jazz funk vibe, like a European jazz funk vibe from this. Kind of like something out of Benelux or something. Maybe something like by Pat Martino, circa 1976, like that Blue Macaw era. Yeah, it's that electric piano. Thinking another thing I'm thinking of is Cortex. Suspended seconds, like over the chords. It's like, because it's like in G, and there's like an A, da 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 da, G G, over, and then a G over an F. Yeah. Okay, that basically functioned as the chorus to this instrumental. And that xylophone, which I'm very delighted to hear on this piece as well, almost didn't think I was going to hear it here. Yeah, didn't seem like it would have, like, given the framework of the track. Functioning, that sound, it's like sparkling tones and such and rapid fire. Functioning is like a marquee of, like, you know, like around that, the chordal sequence of the chorus. And I also like that little kind of pipey synth sound that was playing counterpoint to it. That cymbals being kind of used, it's yeah, it's like the echo, the sustain of the cymbals being kind of used in here quite a bit, like ding ding, like it's being dinged a lot. steamy sound rising over this like minor key landing we're in. That was a great change right there, like a step and a half. Yeah, that sound that's being employed on the guitar, what is giving that sound, and what kind of pedal's doing that? It is somewhat similar to the sound on the Blue Macaw by Pat Martino. Except the production here is a little bit, there's a bit more clarity, a bit more high-end, because it's 1980, not like 75, 76. Yeah, I like that sustain. Just a faint fuzziness to it, kind of a neon sound. You know, I was just starting to notice I was just starting to be impressed by some of the roles that the drummer was playing when my favorite part of the song suddenly just popped up again. And suddenly the drummer is going like, boom, 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 boom. But yeah, who would really want to distract? It was nice of him not to play too much to distract from that wonderful little marquee of xylophone that we had on that chorus part there. Yeah, that was Hop Sing by Virgin's Dream, and before that, The Retarded Horseman. Yeah, from German jazz rock band Virgin's Dream, their 1980 singular release Sophisty, and apparently the band recorded enough material for an album about 9 years before this. It says, let's see, originated as a psychedelic hard rock band. Oh, probably in a much different vein. Yeah, that's okay. By the time they got to release anything, they had changed into a riffing jazz rock band with saxophone and guitar lead. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so I'm imagining the first one may have... Yeah, that'd be interesting to hear. I guess they may have broken up in the interim and then got back together. And... yeah, because I think Noctet were, Noctet put out their first album in '79, and so yeah, in the interim, some of them were doing Noctet, got that going, and then reconvened with this for one album, and then resumed with Noctet. Yeah, the first album's probably more in the vein of like psychedelic, hard rock, jam rock, of the '71 period of Germany. Yeah, I don't know, maybe like Orange Peel or something. Or Bliss or something. Anyway, that's a story for a whole nother segment if I get around to it. Anyway, yeah, Virgin's Dream, one of many great jazz rock bands that just came and went after like one or two albums in the late 70s, early 80s. There were so many of them. It seems like there were like Oh, and every year throughout this period, it seems like there were up to like 10 of them. It's like I just keep in recent years. I just keep on finding one of these acts that just fills out the piece a missing puzzle piece. It was just 3 years ago I learned about the existence of that Gladder Wanson album. Yeah, that's another one I'm gonna have to do in this 1980 hashtag at some point. Yeah. Anyway, for more Rubies and Sapphires from the Virgin's Dream album and many other German jazz rock albums, see the directory of albums by German artists linked in the description below for more than 1,100 German jazz rock, symphonic rock, folk rock, new wave, electronic albums from like the dawn of the 1970s to the mid 1980s. Yeah. Over like about 12 pages. Yeah, don't try and take it in all one day. There is a lot to take in. Like and subscribe. Follow me on social media, share the video, and leave a comment if there are any observations you have about the two tracks we just heard, the interplay, the arrangement, the counterpoint, the harmonics, the sounds, who had the best solo, what was the best break, the best moment. And until next time, this is Zaragon, the world's most air-traveled Tremaximalist, signing off.